Welcome back to About a Week Ago. I'm Calvin Evans.
I'm T. Murph.
And this is the podcast about shit that's going on.
Yeah, about a week ago.
About a week ago, man. Let's start this off, man. Last week I went first with the shoes. Let's see what you got this week, man.
All right, man. So this week, got to pull out my Billionaire Boys Club case.
Yeah, the toiletry bag.
Some slight. It's actually a shoe bag. So you get the shoe bag. You can carry 4 pairs of shoes, but then if you got an extra pair,
okay,
boom, you know what I mean?
All right.
But this pair of shoes here, man, has a special place in my heart. Back in, I think, was it 2000 or was it 2001 when these dropped? I went to the mall. My mom's gave me her card for emergency purchases only. And these had came out. And it was an emergency because I needed these shoes. And so I went ahead and spent, at the time, what was it, like 150, 160 maybe?
I think back then you was hitting like 120.
120. So
yeah, so ones was like $85.
Yeah.
110, 120 was like, but I mean, that size shoe was probably about.
I bought a 9.5. I still don't wear that size today. I wear 8.5. But I was flopping around school in these. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I had to get the breads.
Oh shit.
So yeah.
Oh, you ain't put those on?
No. So when they retroed these, come on, man. I've had the release every time these dropped, except for the low tops. I didn't fuck with the low tops.
Understandable.
But when these dropped, man, I had to get them. And to this day, I mean, like you say, it's a icy bottom. You know what I mean?
No.
Icy bottom.
You don't know who touched that shoe in that factory?
No, nobody touched this shoe. You know what I mean? And whatever was on it is dead by now. This how long the shoe been sitting there.
God damn.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I think that was the first shoe that I think, like, I ain't gonna say the first shoe, but like that was the start of, we can do anything with shoes.
Yeah.
Like, cause I remember seeing those and being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? 95, 96, 2001. I got those. I got them for Christmas in 2001. I played basketball in mine.
Yeah.
It was our school colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
This the first shoe people got killed over. You understand what I'm saying? Like
they was getting shot for 5s.
No, they was getting shot, but they got killed for these though. Like it was like you gonna lose your life over them 11s.
He said
like,
murdered.
Like I remember, like I'm originally from Kankakee, so I remember my mother would be like, "You're not wearing them shoes in Chicago." When I go visit my cousins, like I can come, but the shoes is on punishment.
Oh shit!
So yeah, man. Like,
but if you had the red starter jacket,
the
Red Bull starter jacket with those, it was game over.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well,
what you got?
Well, we talked last week.
What you got? What you doing?
We was talking Yeezys.
Yeah.
We was talking Yeezys last week.
Yeah.
I told you I had got into the.
Yeah.
I went on Nike ID and I went a little crazy.
Yeah.
And I created the original Yeezy colorway.
Yeah.
Of all the first Yeezys, this was your colorway right here.
Uh-huh.
So I put the Yeezy on there. So you ain't gonna see these nowhere. If you go on Nike ID, I hope all the material's gone that I use. But yeah, man. This was like, I think that first Yeezy collab was fucking, like, color-wise, was probably the best fucking original colorways of shoes I've ever seen in my life. And since I wasn't able to get all the originals, I got the Nets, but I don't have the other ones. So I was like, man, I want to create some shit that I can wear because, them motherfuckers might fall apart or you never know. But this was like something I've been trying to do on Nike ID with a shoe for the longest, and all the materials and colors came together. This is my favorite one right here.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Speaking of Yeezy,
yeah,
Kanye, he had a moment this weekend.
He did, and we saw a portion of it. A rant, if you will, went off on a tangent.
I can't. Can we even call them rants anymore?
No, man. I mean, Ye just be talking. You know what I mean? He don't care. Hey, pull the phones out.
But this is the thing that bothers me. He don't be doing this shit unless he got something going on.
Yeah.
He been quiet for like 3 months. Mm-hmm. The moment this motherfucker drop or got an album or something coming out, this is like his marketing. Like, I ain't spending no money on marketing. I'm just finna start talking crazy about people.
But it works.
It worked. I don't care for this new project. And I'm a Kanye fan. I don't care for it. Like, I've been listening to, like, he been rapping the same for the last 3 albums. It was two Jesus albums. Mm-hmm. 2 Jesus albums. It was a little rap with the Donda, little church. And this one, it seemed like he back in the streets, and it's like, Kanye, come on. He don't look good.
You wonder where the Lord at?
I'm not wondering what Lord. I'm wondering where his dietitian at, because that motherfucker looked fucked up. Oh, he looked bad. Like, and it's fucked up because we saw fucking Get Fresh, haircut, leather pants, retro Jordans, jean jackets. I'm talking about $1,000 t-shirts, Kanye, and now this motherfucker out here looking like fucking. I don't know what the fuck he look like, man.
I think the look is more so marketing for the fits that he dropping. Because if you look at the clothes, did you see the Superman boot that's on the way?
No, you smell them thigh high sock shoes.
The Superman boot that's dropped. Like, let me tell you, them the superhero joints. Black Panther, if you will, like that. Bruh.
If you got, I don't have no arch in my foot. I'm not buying them motherfucker. Because in the video he was like, the Yeezys dropping, those gonna sell out. I was like, somebody need to tell him. Ain't nobody wearing no goddamn thigh high sock shoes.
Man, listen, we said the same thing about the big red boots. We said they sold out,
but it was a joke because they dropped more big red boots.
But they sold out though. They got big yellow Croc boots,
right?
They got the big red boots, and then they're coming out with another colorway. Like so we can't say what motherfuckers ain't wearing because they wearing this shit.
But this is the problem. The big red boots, motherfuckers going kind of baggy. They going back into the 90s fashion. You can't tuck either you gonna tuck your shoes into the sock boot shoe, or you gonna fucking leave your pants hanging out and it look like you got on some goddamn tap shoes.
Well, all it takes is for Uzi to put them bitches on and hit this 2 to 3 times, and everybody gonna be around here in sock shoes. And you know what? You know why I say that we can't say what they won't wear? Because the Balenciaga had the sock shoe, and you couldn't find them. And first of all, I didn't want them.
Yeah.
I thought the shoe looked stupid.
It did.
But everybody and their mama had them damn slippers on. They were just walking around with house shoes, hard bottom house shoes, if you will. So it's like fashion is so all over the place. We don't know what's gonna sell because I mean Kanye is still Kanye.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's like.
But the thing is, Kanye used to make shit look cool.
Mm-hmm.
When he put them Yeezys, when he put the Adidas Yeezy on, it was like he had the clothes and shit to go with it. That motherfucker look homeless nowadays, man.
But that's the look that he been going for. He been moving his look for the last few years. I just look at it like this. If people was buying them tattered ass shirts,
okay, and
they was selling out for $700-800, who was it? It's not Balenciaga. I can't remember who it was. Dior or whoever had the do-rag that they were selling for $1,000.
A do-rag for $1,000?
A do-rag. If Fear of God can continue to sell out selling sweatsuits for $1,500.
Let's say essential.
Baggy sweatsuits. Then who am I to say that sock shoes?
Speaking of Fear of God, he called Jerry Lorenzo light-skinned Ye.
Well, he did say that's what he used to call himself. He did say, and it's one thing it's one thing about Kanye. When he say something, he be having receipts. He be pulling receipts.
I just feel like we at a place where Kanye he's outgrown his rants. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, hey man, you got kids. Mm-hmm. You kind of been wilding out. It's like I used to be like a Kanye apologist. Like, no, what he really mean? If you listen to him, now it's just like, hey man, just put your music out and go sit down somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The rants be happening, but I'm still gonna groove when that album drop. Like I'm bruh. I be looking for the next Kanye project. Like people like he canceled. I be like, he's still selling out. He done. You still listening on the low.
You say, but if he come to Chicago to the United Center,
first of all, it's gonna be Soldier Field.
Motherfuckers pulling up.
It'll never be the United Center again. He'll have to do a week. 2 weeks of show. He'll have to do a residency at the United Center
for everybody to go see.
For the amount of people that'll show up at the United Center to see Kanye West. Because the thing is, like, you be like, he done, but when that project come out, you listen. Gospel albums went platinum.
That shit went platinum? I know I was listening to that goddamn gospel.
Come on, man.
I listened to King. Yeah, is King.
Come on, man.
I don't know the name of the album, but I was listening to that.
Come on, you was listening. You was in there like, man, come on, Jesus Wayne. You cut the bass up for the Lord. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. But, okay, this is the only thing. I also have a problem with when I watch these videos, all the people that surround him, it's just like, who the fuck are y'all?
Yeah.
Like, to the point that y'all kind of like co-signing bullshit and y'all just trying to look at this shit as like photo opportunities. People when they got the camera. Like, the one chick who video they kept showing was, she's showing him, and then she'll be like, oh, look at me. And then she'll go back to, it's just like,
yeah,
you not here for, you're here for the meltdown. You're here to be like, I captured the meltdown. I can sell this shit to TMZ, my video, my face out there. But I feel like, you know how people always be like, oh man, he should have somebody around. He should have somebody around him to tell. It's like, man, 9 times out of 10, when you the successful one, people just kind of, and they just trust your opinion.
Yeah.
And you trust your opinion. So you like, hey man, I got this shit. I got us here. So shut the fuck up. So that I feel like it's easy for people to become yes man. But it looked like the people that may have been around, them motherfuckers ain't around.
Well, when I look at that video and I do see the people that's like in the space or in the room, I want to say he was down there for it was like the Miami Fashion Week, which is what's my man's name that drops all the
I thought that was in Vegas.
Was it Vegas? I thought it was in Miami.
I thought that
at the
video that
time.
they shot was in Vegas.
Okay. A lot of the times, man, those people who are around, they just so happen to be in the space. You get what I'm saying? It's like these ain't friends, these ain't homies. This is somebody that was in the space, and now they taking the opportunity, as you said, to go ahead and like, well, shit, let me go ahead. First of all, whenever a celebrity at the magnitude of what Kanye is walks in, them phones coming out, and that's what I hate about society today is that people just can't be in the moment. So it's like the phone out and the phone on the whole time. Your phone burning hot. You losing the first layer of skin because you just in there. You FaceTiming and you got the camera, the photo, but you drug it to the side so you can record. So you talking to your homie and recording at the same time. People just don't know how to be in the moment. I was just telling my wife the other day. I'm like, it's so much dope shit I've done in my life, and I don't have the camera or the photos or the videos. But I was there. I remember what happened. Motherfuckers nowadays, man, like you think about how much shit you done recorded in your phone. How many times you went back and actually looked at that shit? Exactly.
Not at all.
Exactly.
It's some videos I go back and watch.
You've been at concerts. I'm going to go ahead and record this. You're never looking at that shit again. But it's like people in there, they just recording Kanye as soon as he walk in the building. Or Drake or Uzi or Baby or fucking Gunna or whoever decide to walk in. That phone coming out and they will record the whole time. Like they're TMZ without TMZ,
man. And that's the social media effect where it used to be a period in time. I remember growing up, motherfucker pull a phone or not a phone, but they pull a camera out. Niggas like, yo, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what is you doing with this? Hey, what you recording me for?
You the feds?
Yeah, like what's going on? No, I don't want to be on camera. You know what I'm saying? I don't, just because people, I don't know who gonna see this or what the fuck anything can happen. Now motherfuckers just record everything, and like we were saying before we started, I said social media the new crack.
Yeah.
And the only difference is with actual crack is that you chasing out the first high, social media curating the high for you. Like, oh, you got a different taste this time. We gonna hit you with some new shit. And every time you hit that explore page, it's everything that you like. I can waste easily an hour on social media just watching and sending people videos.
Just an hour? Like it be morning, and sometimes I look up like, damn, it's tonight. Like, because once you start to go down that rabbit hole. I've yet to really get involved or invested in TikTok, but I've heard like TikTok is just a whole nother like world of getting lost in social media. When it comes to Instagram, it's like, okay, I've had my fill.
Right.
Facebook, I go on there, I post, I get the hell on. You know what I mean? But it's also, I think Facebook is probably the easiest place for me to talk to people that I actually know.
Yeah.
Because shit, our age group's still on Facebook or Instagram, TikTok. I'll be over there like, I don't know what the fuck going on.
I can't. I still ain't figured out TikTok, and I say figured out. I just like I spend more time on Instagram because Instagram is kind of like, oh, you like these videos, and then I got like people that I send videos to, like like Chad be like, oh man, this shit funny as hell, and then you just sharing videos back and forth all day with people. It's like Pokemon cards, motherfucker just battling. Oh my man, but you don't you feel bogus? When you ever send a meme to somebody, they be like, I seen this, you be like, oh, you ain't sending this shit to me?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you let me know that it was funny?
So you saw it and you laughed, and then you ain't send it. Fuck you.
You a hoe.
Fuck you. Fuck you in this meme.
But that's what like you say, social media it does give people a high, but I guess it depends on the person because now it's like we were talking about, entertainment and how people consume entertainment now. And when you look at the biggest stars out there, it's like shit, is Hollywood dead?
It gotta be. It has to be when you see people like Drewski in primetime television commercials. Primetime commercials, like this motherfucker on the goddamn Android commercial. This motherfucker on like with NBA players, like he ain't take no classes. He ain't come up with nobody. This motherfucker just popped on social media, and you get to cut the line. This motherfucker got clear to motherfucking Hollywood.
Clearing TSA line check.
He got pre-check. He got Hollywood pre-check. All you gotta do is you pop. You look. Hey, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this line.
And the thing about it is these brands are reaching out directly to these social media sensations or comedians or whatever it is that you want to title them. And I was laughing because it was so many comedians, actors, entertainers, or whatever you will, that when the strike was going on, when the strike was finally over, they was like, "Strike over, baby. It's over. Time to go back to work." I was like, yeah, for Johnny Depp,
Right.
Brad Pitt, Denzel Washington.
And everybody, man, and we had that conversation.
Yeah.
We had that conversation last podcast about old motherfuckers doing movies. I watched the what's the Denzel movie, Part 3.
Oh,
I can't even think it started with an E.
I almost called him the escort. That ain't what it is. He's not Denzel throwing ass. The escort, Denzel there.
The escort, you're going to show me your penis. I want to see your penis now. Pull it out.
Jake, where's the meat? Well, pause. Cut. What is it? What is it?
I can't remember. The
Equalizer.
God damn, the Equalizer.
Shout out to the man behind the camera, because we in here like the escort, the entourage, the affleurage.
The exterminator. You say you got roaches, I got a solution.
So you saw the Equalizer.
So I
3.
saw the Equalizer because we was talking about old motherfuckers doing movies. And then I see they got fucking Beverly Hills Cop coming out again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
Yeah. Because they don't know what else to do.
Anything.
Bruh, they don't. At this point, people ain't going to the movie theaters no more, right? So everything coming out on streaming. And shit, Roseanne had 52 reiterations of her show. You got fucking Bad Boys 98 on the way out. You got, it's just like, bruh, they're out of ideas. And they don't want nothing new. They don't want nothing fresh.
But my problem is, I ain't gonna say problem. My issue is that Eddie Murphy made all the money.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith made all the money. Roseanne made all the money. Go sit down. I don't need to see motherfucking Eddie Murphy shooting the window out of a car driving away. I don't want to see motherfucking Denzel Washington doing karate. It's just certain shit. You're supposed to age out gracefully. You know what I'm saying?
Denzel Washington doing karate is crazy because you just sitting, you think about the age, and it's just like, hey, but who hip?
But listen, I'm fucking. I'm gonna spoil the movie. He gets shot in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he heals up. It ain't no motherfucking montage of him working out. He ain't did no push-ups. He ain't training shooting, and he just get back to shit like you was shot in the back 2 weeks ago.
I'm back.
My back is back. And this motherfucker back whooping it. I'm like, come on. We didn't know who needed this. Like, I get like if you sign on to a movie, it's like it's a 3-movie, it's a 2-movie with an option or some shit like that.
Yeah.
If you want it, we gonna. I understand that shit. But Beverly Hills Cop, the last one came out maybe like
89.
No. It was like Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Mm-hmm.
It was either 2 or 3 when they had like Fun World or some shit like that. And it was like probably like early 2000s, I think.
Okay.
But I'm saying this motherfucker Eddie Murphy got to be 60
at least,
and you got on a goddamn Detroit Lions jacket. Still, nigga, you ain't grown up. You ain't grown up since 87. You ain't grew up since 87 when the first one came out.
Bruh. But I mean, again, this goes to show you we also had Coming to America too.
That shit was horrible. I don't. Hey, I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this. Some people's like it's good. That shit was ass. It looked like It looked like Disney produced Coming to America. It was shiny. It looked good. The script was horrible.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I laughed every time Wesley Snipes was on that goddamn screen.
He was funny as hell.
Wesley Snipes. Hey, that motherfucker was hilarious throughout the entire movie, man.
Yes.
I was just like, Wesley Snipes with braids. I don't know what it is. When Wesley pop in with them braids, you be like, this is gonna be a good movie. He gonna do the motherfucking thing.
He had the ghost dog braids.
Come on. I just watched him in another movie. I forgot the name of it, but it was him and Don Cheadle. and it was like like most of the cast of The Wire. So yeah,
Oh,
Omar.
was it Brooklyn or something like
Yes,
that? Yeah.
yes. And I've seen that movie before,
Mm-hmm.
and I just couldn't remember what happened. But I was just like, it reminded you of like Crash.
Okay.
How like all the worlds came together at the end or whatever. So I was like, hey, but it was like when I'm looking at Wesley, I'm just like, there go them braids again. When they give him them Tyler Perry stitch on braids, when he get the Shamar Moores,
That's the lace front.
I be like, he finna. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So, but he definitely saved the movie, man. I mean, because you can't act. You as an actor, you can't act your way out of a bad script. You can't.
Eddie Murphy got some bad scripts.
But Eddie Murphy also was just like, fuck that script. And he just did what he did.
Right.
So some you know, like I know some production's gonna be like, you be like, hey, this say, hey man, do you?
Oh yeah.
Just whatever you feel, you just work with it, and that's how they get you to write they shit without having to pay you.
Without having to write shit.
So it's like hey, I just do some shit. I knew he wanted to freestyle. He a comedian. That's why we booked him. So let him do what he do. We ain't got to pay him shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then about 2-3 takes. That's good. That's a cut. So it's like you get that, but then you got some people, writers, who are like adamant. They're passionate about the words they put on that page.
My shit.
And if you don't say my shit, now I gotta go over here to the studio and the network and the people behind the camera. Hey, this motherfucker not doing what we paid him to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been a situation where people was looking at that script and was like, hey, that's funny. And you like, it's not. I promise you it's not. How the fuck do you know? Because I do this on stage.
If you know when you filming shit, when they say cut and everybody laugh,
come on.
That's the best feeling in the world.
What?
When you do your shit, they be like, just give us some takes, and you doing your shit, and they be like, cut. And I'm talking,
you hit Video Village.
And motherfucker come through the door. Oh man, hey,
yeah,
that shit was good. That was good. I think we got it. But when the motherfucker give you some lines and you say that shit, you be like, I can't fix this.
That's not it.
I can't fix. Yeah, just stick to the script. Okay.
Hey, when you talk about how Video Village go up. And now that's the high. That's the high that I get.
Mm-hmm.
Like first, what people get on social media, that high right there. As a comedian, you know, we're starving for attention. Like when it comes to that stage,
right,
it's like some comedians like I don't care about people looking at me. I don't care about you're a motherfucking liar. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this stage.
Right.
And I know 90% of us are liars because when you on that stage and it's feeling good, and they give you 10 to 12 minutes.
And you take 15 to 20?
You're not getting off that stage. 35. Hey, they finna break the switch to the light trying to let you know to get off.
Yeah, I just came up here to fuck around a little bit, man. I'm going, I gotta go. I wish I could stay longer. Like, you supposed to be gone 15 minutes ago, man.
The show over.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
The headliner coming up to do 3 minutes. You done did so much time. But that's what it is, man. So this. I don't even remember what the fuck we was talking about. I got so deep off into that.
We was just talking about like all the reboots and we was talking about Hollywood and shit like that. Social media high, but it also stemmed. It started with Kanye.
Yeah, so
that was a rabbit hole.
So basically, back to my point, as far as like that attention, getting that laughter from Video Village. Once I got that laughter, bro, and we did season 1, Woke, and then season 2, and they was giving you the free reign to play. Like I'm like, oh, you let me be a comedian?
Mm-hmm.
I was getting that laughs. I will tell you right now, I cannot believe that I still ain't got no job. Like I still don't have a job. Like, I was killing.
Look into the camera when you say that.
I don't have a fucking job. Like that's crazy to me. Mm-hmm. Like I was looking at everybody like, why ain't nobody hiring me? Is it because I look like a garden gnome? Like what the fuck?
Let me ask you this:
what's up?
When the last time you saw your chin?
It's been at least a decade.
Like a 10?
About 10 years.
Damn.
About 10 years. At least 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah. Going on 10 years.
Would you cut your beard off?
No, fuck that. I mean, they
not would you? I'm saying like on your own, not for no job or nothing.
I mean, yeah, like on my own, I've thought about it, but I'm so used to my beard, like it's just a part of me now.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at it now like, would you like, especially like for like, would you cut it for work? Them motherfuckers weren't coming to get me before. They wasn't coming like I can't stop the phone from ringing because it ain't ringing. So shit, it's like they gonna keep not calling. Like
it's somebody watching the podcast now. Like I ain't gonna cut it. Never mind.
I'm not cutting it because for what? For what? What the fuck is my beard gonna do? Unless I'm playing a cancer patient. Like there's no reason for me to have to like. I went through chemo. I beat it. Like, but if I'm just coming on this motherfucker to make people laugh, like Zach Galifianakis,
Yeah,
he'd have been the dirty white bearded dude in 48 movies. Ain't nobody made him cut off shit.
this is true.
But when you black, look, if I could just get you to get some of them sideburns Ludacris had, in
Chops.
01, can I get the could you do the pork chop sideburn? Because I visualized the character with pork chop sideburns. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Right.
It's 2024. We moving into a whole new year. Black people have facial hair. Stop trying to have me to be this bald faced nigga. Like I'm not. I'm not doing it.
So if they ask you to play Obama,
I'm good. My hairline not intact enough to play Obama. My lips too pink. I can never block it. I can never be Obama.
oh man. So we was talking about Kanye. We're gonna transition to another crazy motherfucker. Draymond Green. Draymond Green was suspended from the NBA last week. Was indefinitely,
And
then now they saying up to 3 weeks as he seeks counseling.
yeah.
When I first saw him swing his arm and hit dude in the side of the head, my first thought was he don't want to work no more. That's my first thought. As soon as he swung, I said, "Oh, he trying to get fired." Because if you quit, I don't know how unemployment work in the NBA, but if you quit, but if we fire you, you got to pay me. You might have to pay me the rest of my money out. But this motherfucker, he been fucking people up. You've been seeing the highlight tapes. Like
Yeah.
The fucking. This is the perfect opportunity. I'm gonna look into the camera when I say this. Draymond Green, if you watching this, if you know Draymond Green, send him this. I know you probably taking a break from basketball. This would be a great opportunity for you to transition into wrestling. Like it's the shit just laid out. They can call you the Green Machine. The fucking rollout would be seamless. Like you got all the moves already. You got all the moves already. Cause when the Green Machine comes into the goddamn ring, I'm gonna give you all the nutrients of an ass whooping. I'm coming for you, Big Show. I'm coming for you, Ted DiBiase. The Green Machine is in the building, and he's giving everybody what they want. And he just run in like a WrestleMania. He just kicking motherfuckers in the nuts. Just where they run up. You know, motherfuckers run up and stop like they square. He like, they just get like, he just kicked like 12 people in the nuts and fucking and throw the belt up, man. Come on. The Green Machine?
You know what? I wouldn't even say wrestling. That motherfucker need to go to the UFC because he throwing wrestling fake.
Exactly.
They gonna kick him out of that shit. They gonna be like, hey, the chair we gave you was styrofoam.
What a chair we gave you.
I brought one from the crib. He brought a cookout chair. He done went and got the white chair
from
from the dock.
From Alabama.
He won a motherfucking an auction to get the chair because he like, hey, this motherfucker's unbreakable.
That was him swimming across the water.
That was he had. If you let the tape play, he hopped out with a Golden State jersey on.
They was like, Draymond? He was like, don't worry about it. What we on? What we doing? What we doing?
Draymond been beating the shit out of people. He should have been like now when he backhand the shit out of Nurkic, he need counseling. But when he knocked Jordan Poole the fuck out,
he definitely knocked
in practice. I'm talking about it looked like he was finna put feet on him before they grabbed him. This your teammate. I'm like, hey man, he wasn't never supposed to be in the NBA. He just fucked around, ended up at the draft. He was just in there, and somebody
he was in there rebounding for somebody trying out for a team.
Hey, who was dude?
Man, he cleaning the boards up pretty good.
Hey, who was my man's over there? His name was my man's when he got in the second round, number 48. The Golden State Warriors take my man's. Yo,
He that motherfucker putting the hat on and shit.
my motherfucking man. He has been, bruh. He's kicked so many people in the nuts.
He choked the shit out of Rudy Gobert.
Oh my god!
Like it was to the point. You know when a motherfucker tongue come out their mouth, like it's like you can get choked where you like trying to fight it, but when you see a motherfucker tongue come out their mouth,
yeah,
ain't no fight in them. Like I'm fighting for my life. Fuck whatever going on. I think I'm gonna die. When he choked him out, like Rudy Gobert wasn't even in them fucking. He wasn't even in a little scuffle and shit.
No.
And he ran over there and just threw this motherfucker. And nobody got him up. This is the thing about the NBA. I'm gonna let you. You got to hold on to it. This is the thing about the NBA. Back in the day, if a fight broke out in the 80s, 70s, 90s, it's we fighting.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers on the bench coming together. We fighting right now. When he hit Nurkic in the side of the head, Devin Booker did review this. He was like, review this. He had Rudy Gobert in the chokehold for like 15 seconds. And all his teammates was like, yeah, y'all see what he done. Hey, man, punch this motherfucker in the face. If he choking me, punch him in his motherfucking face. That's the wildest shit to me, where it's just like, hey, if we on the team and the motherfucker choking me, I need you. I'll pay whatever fine you get. I give you a game check to get this motherfucker up off me.
All that's saying is they saw how fast Milwaukee traded Drew Holiday, and they was like, "I'm not finna get suspended for a motherfucker. I might be kicked off this motherfucker. I'm a role player.
Mm-hmm.
I don't serve a purpose on this motherfucking team." Also, the rate and the speed at which Draymond choked the shit out of Rudy Gobert, it's like he was looking at this motherfucker. He was like, I just need a reason.
I need a fight.
Because in the All-Star game, you was talking that dumb shit. I'ma choke the dog. I'ma choke your tongue out your mouth. I'ma choke your tongue. He choked Rudy Gobert look like you ever seen like a dog when they thirsty and they shit. And he choked. I'm sitting and this motherfucker is damn near a foot taller than Draymond. He had to reach up there. This man was leaning back. I'm sitting there like, hey man, I don't give a fuck somebody else jumping in. When you let me go, I don't give a fuck how long I get suspended. I'm beating your ass. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna attempt.
When he let you go and the air rush back into your head, you gonna pass out. You gonna be woozy. You're not gonna fucking be ready. You're not ready to fight when a motherfucker. You got choked to an inch of your life, and a motherfucker let you go. You gonna fucking pass out from inhaling. You can't fight that motherfucker.
It was. I think the most fucked up part about Rudy Gobert being choked by Draymond Green is that after that shit happened, if one Bump J dropped a song and said you a big old goofy Rudy Gobert, and I was like, damn, that shit dropped the next day. It dropped the next. He was in the studio. He was like, who does that? Also, if you don't remember this, if you grew up in the Midwest, Chicago, South suburb area, whatever, what you used to call motherfuckers, this old Rudy ass nigga, like that was said. You know what I mean?
He's a Rudy.
He a Rudy.
A Rudy poo.
It's like so when Bump J dropped the song, I was like, that's he remember. He remember. Rudy Gobert caught so many strays.
But just in terms of fighting,
yeah,
I got to get you back.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like, all right, cool. You got me this time.
Mm-hmm.
But the next time I see you, I got to get you back.
Yeah.
I think Draymond was just born in the wrong era because it's some old basketball players like. I like him. I like the cut of his jib. We could have used him on that Detroit team. Like everybody, like, oh my God! But it's some 60-year-old basketball players like. I like him a lot.
Come on, Draymond get in the game. This motherfucker gonna give you 0, 2, and 0. He got
an 0 for 2.
Come on, but the stats you don't see: 14 elbows, nigga, 12 nut stomps. Look,
when they play Sacramento, and he stomped dude in the chest. And then took off running like, yo, hey.
Nobody saw it.
We can see you.
That's a stat line. That's a stat line.
That's his stomp line.
Bro, he ain't putting up enough numbers for them to actually keep him on the team. But they be like, you got Steph Curry.
It's the intangible shit.
Yeah, you got Steph Curry, fucking Klay Thompson,
Andrew Wiggins.
What's my name? Kevin Looney. Is it Kevin Looney?
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot the new center they got, but it's just like it ain't really no toughness out there. You know, they're gonna give you 180 points, but you gotta have somebody on the floor that's gonna scare them.
That's gonna choke the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, so it's like Draymond be like, put me in, coach. Like
You said at the beginning of the season, they was like, "Hey man, we might have to let Draymond go because, the numbers just ain't there. He just aging. He ain't really got his. It's not showing up on the stat sheet." And then the statistic guy walked over there like, "Actually,
Come on.
if you if you look at last season, it's see how many injuries he caused just in the Western Conference alone. We could have been a 15 seed. We ended up being an 8 seed.
Come on.
Just off the sheer him whooping people ass. They made it to the motherfucking Western Conference semifinals off Draymond just whooping motherfuckers ass.
Bro, if you really think about it, the highlight tape of him whooping ass that we seen is actually from their front office. Like they put that together.
Somebody leaked it.
They leaked that. How else we gonna see that footage of him knocking motherfucker? What's my man's name in practice?
Jordan Poole.
He whooped Jordan Poole up. He injured that motherfucker that he ended up he beat his ass so bad he ended up on the Wizards. Do you understand? Like he whooped his ass off the team. Like he beat this motherfucker into a New Jersey. Hey man, look, hey Draymond Green, hey. I heard what he said. He told you to go ahead and get into
The
wrestling.
Green Machine comes to your city. You make sure you got a bulletproof vest on, a cup, a goddamn elbow sleeve, knee pads.
Take your ass to the UFC. Hey, look, Anderson Silva can train you. You only need about 22 minutes worth of training. You already got the motherfucking hands. So you sign up for the UFC. You go over there, get all the belts. It don't even matter what weight class you in. As long as you know the other person ain't got on no cup, you go. Hey,
can you kick people in the nuts in the UFC?
I mean, why can't you?
Man, the UFC is the scariest shit I've ever watched. Like when you be seeing like them highlights when motherfuckers like run up and get kicked in the face.
Oh, he did.
And then they like 3 more times on the ground. I be like, oh my God.
And then the ref come over like, that's enough. It was enough when this motherfucker went to kick.
You saw his neck do this.
He slumped over.
He started to fall and he was like, huh, huh. And then he got on top of him and started coming down this. And the ref was like,
he might recover.
All right, come on, enough. You got it.
He might recover.
This motherfucker tongue out his mouth.
He under the Rudy Gobert.
He's a Rudy.
big old goofy, Rudy Gobert. Hey, Rudy, I have nothing against you, but that shit was hilarious. You gotta fight him back.
Man.
You gotta fight him back. A boxing match in the off season, something, just put a cup on, because you know what's up.
You know his moves. Watch his tapes. Study the tapes.
Wear a neck brace when you go in there to protect you. Goddamn.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, Rudy.
Goddamn.
Hey, Draymond, man. I don't know. Because when it counseling now, that's kind of awkward, man.
So this trade off. So he choked the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
He out. They said indefinitely. Now it's like counseling. Ja Morant's still out.
Yeah.
He still got some games left before you can come back and play with the gun suspension. The way when they rolled it out, you thought this motherfucker was about to get kicked out the league because they was like, we don't want to say nothing while the playoffs going on. We gonna wait till it's over. And then it was like 25 games. I was like, that's it. Definitely fuck some money up. 25 game day paychecks. That's damn near shit a quarter of the season. But at the same time, it ain't that bad.
With Draymond. And when I look at these suspensions that's happening, it's like you say, it's basketball. It ain't wrestling. It ain't wrestling. You ain't coming to work every day to get hurt or no shit like that. But at the same time, it's like we grew up. We was watching the NBA. Motherfuckers was getting their eyes split open.
Yeah,
they got to come back. They got the 3 strips of tape over their eye, and they got to finish the game. Ain't nobody suspended. Ain't no counseling.
This is hard foul.
It's just, hey man, come on. Now it's like I be seeing shit that's called a flagrant, and I be like, that was a flagrant?
It was the wind up. He wound up, and the way he came down violently.
I'd be like, come on, man. Meanwhile, LeBron elbowed my man's in the eye a couple years ago, had him leaking.
Who was that?
You don't remember that player, LeBron? LeBron like threw his arm back and bust my man's eye. It was blood all over his face.
Shit, I don't remember.
And he came rushing down at LeBron, and it was just like, was it on purpose? Was it not? To me, it looked like an accident. A lot of people was like, man, no, LeBron did this shit on purpose. But again, it's like, ain't nothing happened to LeBron for that.
Right.
I mean, because it's LeBron. We know he the face.
Right.
But then I see other shit where it's like a flagrant, and I'm like, man, that shit wasn't on purpose. Like you could tell it was some shit on purpose.
I remember maybe 2009, 2008. This was I don't know if you remember this, but like the Celtics was playing the Bulls in the early like I think it was like round one. It's probably like one of the best rounds of like round one matchups. It was like the Celtics versus the Bulls, right? And I never forget we had Brad Miller on our team. Brad Miller goes to the basket. Like it's like this is like a deciding basket. Brad Miller, what he should have did was dunk the ball.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker take 2 big strides and go to lay the ball up. And Rajon Rondo cock back and slap the shit out this motherfucker in the face.
I remember that.
I'm talking about mouth bleeding and shit. He go to the free throw line, misses both free throws, and we end up losing the game. It was just a hard foul.
Mm-hmm.
But like shit like that in the NBA where it's just like, hey, sometimes you gotta put a motherfucker back in the day. Sometimes you gotta put a motherfucker on his ass just to slow him down. Like you saw what was happening to Mike, and then by the end of his career, it was like you couldn't touch that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't touch him. And it's like you do gotta protect the best players in the league. Completely understandable. These the motherfuckers that's making our money. This is why people tune in. I understand that shit. But at the same time, it's like the game just feels soft now. When you see somebody go to the basket and miss a shot rather than just get back on defense, they doing this shit. They rip. Hey man, play basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Cause if this was motherfucking 93, he could have punched you in your motherfucking mouth.
And nobody would have said nothing.
And nobody would have said nothing.
But you know why I'm so soft now? Because of that damn fight that happened.
The malice at the palace.
So it's like now it's like we have to protect the brand of the NBA. We got to protect the fans. But then you also have fans who come into games throwing shit at players.
Saying wild shit.
You know what I mean? Saying wow. So it's just like where do you really draw the line? Because when I went to a hockey game. I went to go see the Canucks play when I was in Vancouver. First hockey game ever. Mm-hmm. They was in that motherfucker brawling. I'm talking about helmets off, punches to the face, and I'm sitting there like, this is great entertainment. You know what I mean? Like they brought out a dude. I forgot his name, but he's considered the greatest Canuck of all time. Mm-hmm. No teeth. Like I'm talking about zero. I'm talking about smile, non-existent. Like my man's will never do a commercial for Colgate. Like it's.
Hey, God damn. Ain't no mouth guards in hockey?
I mean, it is, but
damn.
They just out there brawling.
You like is that a badge of honor to be like yeah, I've been for every year you play, you get a tooth knocked out?
Man, if that's the case, he the greatest of all time. He the Wayne Gretzky of the Canucks.
Fuck Wayne Gretzky.
He the Wayne Gretzky of the Canucks.
Wayne Gretzky got all his teeth.
Man, my man's ain't had shit but back molars. Like he can chew, but he can't bite. You hear what I'm saying? Like,
That's good. That's real good.
So that's that. But I seen him, and I was just like, damn. Like in hockey, there's none of that. Even in baseball, when they clear the dugout, they clear the dugout. You heard one of the batters or the batter rush the pitcher rush the mound. Dugout's gonna clear. They throwing hands. What's my man's ended up? They was out there boxing. Tim Anderson.
Yeah.
Tim Anderson and another player.
He caught the fade.
Man, but it was just like, did Buddy really like that hit? That hit was.
I mean, he rocked him. It wasn't intentional.
But yeah, because he wasn't even. It's like I ain't saying he didn't get creased.
He caught him though.
He caught the chin, but you here with it? Like come on, man. Stand up and throw them hands.
Hey, it was effective.
That shit was weird. That shit don't count in the hood. That shit don't count. It's like you got rocked, but it's like we don't really respect that.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. I mean, if we fighting,
yeah.
And Draymond Green.
I mean, Draymond definitely gonna his head gonna be up
on purpose.
His head gonna be up and his feet too. So cover your nuts. Watch your jewels.
Oh man, but okay. So do you think you just named 2 predominantly non-black sports in hockey?
Is baseball really non-black anymore?
Ain't there any black players in baseball.
I mean, they black. They just speak Spanish. That's all. That's all I said to motherfuckers.
Technically, but I'm just saying. But when motherfuckers really get into it, because it's predominantly black people in the NBA, where it's like motherfuckers really get into it, it's like we can't have y'all doing this.
Yeah.
But if two white hockey players or 2 Canadian hockey players or whatever, Norwegian hockey players holding each other jersey, just punching each other in the face continuously, it's just like they'll tire themselves out.
Hey.
That'd be the wildest shit. Where it's like I'm gonna hold you, and we just gonna keep doing this. Ain't nobody gonna block. It ain't no. It's just we just gonna keep punching until somebody give up.
But that's what people want to see when they see boxing too. That's why they get mad at people like Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, the defense.
All he does is run. So I'm supposed to get my shit split for your entertainment. I think the funniest part about motherfuckers fighting in hockey is that the ref coming over when he not close and they over there throwing him. You just see this motherfucker just he just going in across the.
He on his way.
By the time he get over, he got to turn his back. Like,
and the ice shaving hit him. I would have won, but the ref shavings hit me in my eye. And when I blinked, that's how I hit the ice.
This motherfucker gliding across the ice. He coming over there to stop the fight, looking angelic. Like, what the who the fuck man's is this?
Oh man,
damn man. But yeah, I mean that honestly probably does play a factor in it. Like you say, just the difference in who's playing the sports.
Okay. We just had the in-season tournament in.
Whatever the fuck that was.
You know what? It took me a while to really catch on to what it was, and then I finally understood. Mm-hmm. Right? So they had the group play. When they had the courts, you was playing every game that you played was regular season, but those games only counted toward the tournament. Lakers were undefeated. I feel like fucking Indiana, Tyrese Halliburton, kind of like emerged as like one of these like players where it's like, oh shit, he's somebody to watch this season and shit moving forward. Possible all-star this year. I feel like it brought excitement early to the season. Because I feel like you watch the NBA, you watch a few games, and it's just like it's, these games don't matter. But to see motherfuckers going at it early in the season, Lakers go undefeated, win the in-season tournament, and I watched that game, and I said to myself, LeBron might be on Michael Jordan Hills. He might be on Jordan Hills in terms of Michael Jordan made basketball like global. Mm-hmm. Like Michael Jordan, like they said, he can go into a village and motherfuckers be like, Michael Jordan! Like that's how big Michael Jordan was.
Hey, why is that the accent you use?
Michael Jordan! Michael Jordan! They showing his shoes up in the back. Michael, they in the back. Michael, it's him.
They made the shoes.
They saw the shoes before they saw his face. They was like, oh shit, it's you. It's you.
No.
It's him. But I'm looking at LeBron. I'm like, statistically, this motherfucker is leading a lot of like number one in a lot of like all-time statistical categories. Been to the playoffs the finals a bunch of times. Won the in-season tournament. It's just like, and the shit that he doing at 39, and it was about to be his 21st season. We've never seen that happen before.
You know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. I am not a LeBron hater. Mm-hmm. If anybody that knows me knows I love Michael Jordan's shoes. Like I'm not old enough to have actually like I watched Michael Jordan play, but it's like I was a kid, bro. Like I really wasn't.
I watched Michael Jordan play.
You watched him. We're the same age. You watched him, but it was just like there was a different level of appreciation that I had for basketball when players like Kobe Bryant were playing, when Allen Iverson were playing, because those were like Michael's twilight years. But those were the years when like Kobe came in the league at 17. So it's like I'm a shorty and I'm watching, somebody who's not too many years older than me go crazy. And I'm like, yo, this motherfucker amazing. Mm-hmm. And so like I came up with Kobe Bryant being like my favorite player. Okay. Like everybody I feel like the term GOAT just needs to be retired. Like that shit is stupid. There's no greatest of all time.
Right. But it is though.
It's not though.
Is Wayne Gretzky the greatest hockey player of all time?
Until somebody better comes along.
Right.
So so I can't say he's the greatest
up until now.
There you go.
The greatest up until now.
Because greatest of all time means it'll never it's definite. It'll never change. Mm-hmm. So it's like for LeBron to be considered the greatest of all time, all the motherfuckers that still wear leather cut-off sleeve vests and listen to Tupac have to die. They have to die because in their mind, Tupac is the greatest rapper of all time, and Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. And if you say anything else, you don't know shit.
So, yes, I agree. The fact that these shoes, These shoes they gonna release these motherfuckers in another 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and the motherfuckers probably gonna sell out again.
Oh, factual.
And this will be the motherfucking third, fourth iteration of them by that fifth iteration by that time. That's has something to do with Michael Jordan. If you put these shoes on Grant Hill, they cool.
Mm-hmm.
But because Michael Jordan wore those shoes and did what he did in them, that is it's a feeling. Like I for a long time I'm like, can't nobody top Michael Jordan. But I think to your point, we gotta get rid of greatest of all time and we gotta do greatest of this time.
Yes.
We gotta call it the GOT.
Yes, because when you look at it, it was like, okay, up until Mike came in the league, it was between Magic and Bird. For them, you had Kareem. You know what I mean? So it's just like Dr. J. You got all these people who were coming prior to, and it was just like Mike came in, and it's like we call Mike the greatest because while Mike was playing, you look at the caliber of players who didn't win, and that was because of Mike.
Right.
Mike wasn't going. It was just like we down, not for long. Like he give me the ball, and they knew. What was it? Tony Kukoc or Steve Kerr took a shot that Mike didn't tell him to take, and he slapped the shit out of him.
No, that was a practice. He got into a fight with Steve Kerr because they was going back and forth.
It wasn't a fight.
Practice.
Steve Kerr got his ass whooped. Like that. Come on, man. You ain't never in your life been like, yo, he gave me some. Mike gave him some, and they was like, you hit him back, you off the team.
He's a Rudy.
Big old goofy Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Kerr.
Look, so you know what I mean? And Steve Kerr helped him win championships. He hit big shots along the way, but you're not Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I appreciate Mike. I think he was the greatest of his era and shit for most of the eras. But then when I look at it, when it was like when Kobe Bryant came along, between him and Shaq, a lot of motherfuckers didn't win. A lot of people that should have won didn't win because who was beating them? And then once Shaq left, you know, him, Dwayne Wade, they did what they did, and then Kobe and Pau Gasol and Ron Artest, and it was a lot of ass whooping.
They wouldn't have got two more.
Come on.
A lot of motherfuckers got rings while LeBron in the last 20 years while LeBron been playing. I give him that. The reason I'll edge Jordan over LeBron statistics aside is Jordan. It wasn't no cameras, so we don't know what type of wild shit was going on in the cut. We knew Mike. He drank, smoked cigars, played golf all day, every day. This motherfucker went on the golf course, probably got drunk, smoked cigars, played golf, and then gave a motherfucker 50.
And he gambled.
Yeah.
He gambled.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like that, like you're leading a whole nother fucking life, and then be like, shit, I gotta get to this.
I gotta go hoop.
And 38, gave a motherfucker 38. I see y'all tomorrow. He gambled the color out his eyes. You remember the Last Dance? Like, every time they show his motherfucking face, it was a different shade of piss yellow. It was like, hey, Mike, what's going on? You a billionaire. You ain't got no eye drops. You could put some sunglasses on, anything. You telling me the shit that we heard Michael Jordan do compared to what probably the shit that he probably did and then still went out there and was cooking motherfuckers? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, Mike is Mike. And I mean, that's really the only way that I can put it. I remember being in Boston. I was in Boston at just like a diner. I'm just in there eating, and somebody was talking to me, like, oh, where you from? I was like, I'm from Chicago. Oh, Michael Jordan, huh? And it's just like, Boston. Larry Bird. But it was just the way he brought it up. And I was just like, you still hate Mike to this day. Like, this motherfucker ain't been playing basketball for fucking 15, 20 years. Like, Mike, when the last time Mike hooped? You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker, it's Mike. So, but motherfuckers still hate Mike to this day because they team didn't win.
They didn't.
And he made sure they didn't win. And he made sure they knew that the reason that they didn't win was because of me, motherfucker.
But think about all the teams that got Jordan logo on. Utah got Jordan logo on their jerseys. That's some wild shit.
Yeah, and I beat Karl Malone could never.
Karl Malone had more points than Jordan, like, all time. John Stockton led the league, like, in assists. Like, these motherfuckers, I think if you talk about players that deserve, like, a team, Utah deserved the championship because that was a good-ass team. They beat, in 98, they beat, I can't remember, like, a 60-10. I think I'm right. I could be wrong. They beat that, remember that, shit. the Houston team that had Charles Barkley, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Clyde Drexler on.
Yeah.
They beat them motherfuckers. That was like a 60 win team to play the Bulls, and that was a good ass team.
Yeah. And what happened when they played the Bulls?
Rudy. It's motherfucking Rudy's.
but that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. And it was like Bulls never. They didn't even really have. They never had like a real center. Look, you look at Dennis Rodman compared to the motherfucking
No,
centers.
Dennis Rodman, he was the power forward. He played center, but
that's
we had fucking.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Who the fuck do we have? The man from down under, Luke Longley, Bill Wellington,
Come on, man.
Bill Winnington.
Come on. He
and
do
Will
commentary
Purdue.
right now at the United Center. Like, he probably was doing commentary then. But that's what I'm saying. You look at this motherfucker stat line, he ain't got no Draymond numbers. You know what I mean? Like
How's he still on the team?
like, he ain't got no motherfucking Draymond numbers. But you got Dennis Rodman, and it was like there was a level of heart that these players had to win. Like that, man, for that team to come together, it's like the stars aligned.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew they fucking role. In the NBA nowadays, like motherfuckers don't know they role. And since we talking about LeBron being the greatest of all time, shit, who gonna be the face of the NBA when he gone? Who?
The closest I could think would probably be Giannis.
Bro, Giannis old though. He in the second half of his career.
I mean, she ain't like they wanted it to be Zion.
Mm-hmm.
And that motherfucker, he can't stop eating Popeyes and motherfucking Zaxby's or whatever the fuck they got down in New Orleans.
Come on, he can't. He can't. Giannis. The issue that they have is they get almost there, but they can't win again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their problem. And then you got. I feel like they pushing for it to be Jason Tatum.
I say Wembanyama. They trying to put this like
Mhm.
NBA tag on, like he the guy, but it's like this motherfucker, he gonna need at least 3 years
Yeah.
to gain some weight and really understand the pace of like how many games he playing. Like, yeah, he tall, he got a good skill set for somebody that size, but it's like,
Yeah. I honestly feel like the league wants currently now for it to be Jason Tatum, but he can't win. They get there every year, and they be like, we gotta go home now.
mhm.
Like so it's like, who is it? Because for you to be the face of the league, you gotta motherfucking win.
You gotta win, and you gotta be. It's just certain shit you need. You gotta be a family. You gotta be family oriented,
Mm-hmm.
married, kid, doing good stuff in the community, positive. Like fan engagement, NBA cares type stuff. Where it's just like LeBron is all of those things. And then when he, like you said, when he leave, these young dudes ain't doing that.
They're not.
This kind of been a sports podcast more than anything. We started
Yeah.
off on Ye, and then
Yeah.
we got into Draymond.
Yeah, Ye also got athletes on the brand, so you know.
No. When Adidas left, remember when he left
Word.
Adidas because he had Jalen Brown.
They did.
They was like he had some Adidas athletes on Yeezy, and then when they dropped him, he got up out of there
I know Adidas hate that shit right now.
because they fake cared.
Ain't nobody buying that shit.
They was like, oh, we don't condone, but we got 10,000 million shoes we need to sell.
Hey, remember they said they was gonna burn the shoes, and then them motherfuckers started dropping on Yeezy Day. It was a surprise Yeezy Day.
They was dropping the bitches. All sales are final.
I thought you cared. We lied. We need this fucking money. We need this money. Hey, that's the problem with companies, man. Companies they fake care, and it's just like, come on, man. Black Lives Matter went through the same shit. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
This holiday season, we want you to know that we at Amazon feel that Black Lives Matter, and that is why everybody will be getting prime shipping rates. What the fuck what they got to do with anything? On that note, man, I think we gonna.
That's been the pod, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm Calvin Evans.
I'm T Murph.
This has been about a week ago. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.